Welcome back to Trading IQ, where we will learn the unlimited nature of the stock market. This is Saurabh Bhattacharjee, and in today's video, I'm going to analyze the global market and compare it with Indian market, and I will do it using technical analysis. As far as the global news goes, it is not looking promising because you see a lot of big companies are cutting down their expenses, and people are losing jobs. So we are in the midst of recession, and the fundamental does not look good. But then our channel does not focus on the fundamentals. So in Trading IQ, what we focus on is purely based on technical charts and technical analysis, and that's what I'll be focusing on in today's video and try to give you a perspective on what's the road ahead. So please watch till the end. So this is the chart of Nifty 50, and this is in weekly format, and let's sort of analyze, and it's very straightforward. I'm not going to introduce you to some different new indicators and go into different time frames and do some crazy stuff. That's what we do not do in Trading IQ. So at Trading IQ, our focus and our goal is pretty simple. We only look at chart on a weekly format, and we only use a technical indicator, which is the 30-week moving average, which you see on this line. And now here, look at the pattern and look at how it is forming sort of a trend, a channel. So this is a trend that it had after it reached its peak around 18,500. March 2022, I think the war had started, and the economic crisis started. So, and there are a lot of news across the world, but then we won't focus on that because we can easily see that on the chart itself, like it has formed this downtrend. Because after the highs in the market, there is this consolidation, and then there is this downtrend. Now after this point, you see this has formed another trend, which is the uptrend. Now, what is a downtrend and uptrend? Now, market forms trend in two ways. Like, of course, it's uptrend and downtrend. Now, how an uptrend is found or how a downtrend is found? So it combines of higher highs, higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. So it's pretty evident, right? You see, this is lower highs and lower lows, right? So the lows are lower than the previous lows, and the highs are lower than the previous highs, right? That's why it is downtrend, and that's why you see the prices continuously going down. Now after this point around June 2022, you see it has formed another trend, which is an uptrend because of this trend, higher highs and higher lows. The lows are higher, so you see the low point is 17,000. Now it is forming a low again around 17,800, 800 point higher than the previous lows. And again, the higher highs, it was around 18,000, and now it has reached its all-time high recently. I mean, a few weeks back, I think last month or before that, it went to its all-time high of 18,800. That's amazing. So I think based on the structure, of course, now it can again start downtrend, right? It definitely can. So what can we do? We can only speculate what the market would do, and based on which we would decide on whether to invest or not. Now, based on the current structure of Nifty 50, we should be staying bullish, because that's what the structure is indicating, that it is on an uptrend and it is above its 30-week moving average, and it is pretty close to its all-time high, and it is on an uptrend. Right? So that's a very good indicator for you to kind of have a speculative view or create an opinion that it is bullish at the moment. So it looks bullish. Now let's compare it with global market, because that's again important. If there is a pressure in the global market, Indian market will of course succumb to that somewhat. But I think currently globally India is doing fabulously well. I think we should be bullish on Indian economy for the next few years, because that's what it is showing. Where in the global market you see it's under pressure. You see it is of course still it is forming some momentum upward, but when you compare this with Nifty 50, you see it's more strong because of the 30-week moving average. The 30-week moving average is just bending upwards here. It started bending upwards because it's got some momentum upward, and Nifty 50 is looking solid, the 30-week moving average. Again, the 30-week moving average is just a lagging indicator which shows that where the market is going, right? So again, from here on, market can easily start a downtrend and then it can go below this level, and then fall through the lower levels and can start a bear market, and life will be horrible, right? It can happen. So again, you have to prepare to that as well. That's why there is a concept of stop loss on each of your investment, and I'm continuously sharing when I'm sharing my trades and my trade execution. So that's again very important to keep a stop loss on each of your investment, or at least have a stop loss in your mind that below certain price you will not negotiate and you will get out because of the uncertainty of the market that it possesses. And that's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of the stock market, that it has this uncertainty, and that is what provides you the unlimitedness that I'm sharing on another playlist, which is Mark Douglas's Trading Psychology. I'll paste the link on the I button. So I'm also working on another content which should be published by this week. I have already created a couple of videos, so you can have a look, because again, you have to have that psychology, have that the mindset to prepare for any situation. Now, if you see that the market is bullish, why not find out new investment opportunities? So again, the goal of this video is to compare this with the global market. So let's look at the global market here. The global market is looking somewhat weak than the Indian market. I would call Dow Jones or the US market as the global market, because it has the largest economy, right? Over I think 25 trillion, right? So again, we have to follow US economy because it's all interconnected, and again, Indian economy is less than 5 trillion. I think Indian economy is what? Let me see. Yeah, 3 trillion. So of course we have to look at the global market. So we of course have the potential to go up, go near to US economy, but that would take a long time. But I'm bullish on Indian economy. So again, Dow Jones is of course getting some upward momentum, and which is good. Again, it is sort of forming an uptrend here, right? But it is not concrete. Like you see that there is some uncertainty, which is again fine. But then it has this huge demand level that I had shared on one of my earlier videos, from which it bounced back pretty significantly. Now that's a very good sign, because this was the level before the pandemic, and that's what it followed, and it bounced back from this level. Similarly, Nasdaq is also it is again, you see it's still in downtrend, right? It's still in downtrend here, and it's sort of trying to find a base around here. So that's why the global market is not in a very good shape compared to Indian market. So that is the reason why you are not seeing some huge rise in your portfolio, or huge rise in in terms of the percentage of profits, because there is some pressure from the global market, and that's why Indian market is not able to go with the free flow nature, because it is in uptrend. So that's why you would see some hiccups and some slow movements, but you should be fine with it, because whenever you see that global market is recovering, whenever you see that Dow Jones is recovering, Nasdaq is recovering, Indian market will go at a double pace than the global market. Because in these times, if the Indian market is showing strength, just imagine when the good time comes, globally, Indian market will rise above its its all-time high, and of course do its wonder. So that's what I'm also hoping. I'm very bullish. Now I am very selective on sectors that I'm looking at. So one of the sectors is of course banking sectors. I have very good exposure in the banking sectors. Auto sectors, I've shared why, because of the structure. You see, it has passed of this pretty good resistance level and it is trading above. Bank Nifty is similar. It is trading at its all-time, near to its all-time high. So these are the I am looking at metal sector, but again metal sector it has to be above this level for me to have a clear conviction on which stocks I'm looking to buy. I have a couple of stocks in the portfolio. I'll be sharing some of the analysis of metal sector in my upcoming videos. So again, you have to have that mindset. Like if you are bullish on the overall market, you should look at new investment opportunities, and that's how you should roll, right? You should not have that uncertainty, that fear that what will happen. I mean, you cannot know what will happen. You will only react or act based on what it is showing, based on the technical structure. Now, if you are a technical analyst, you cannot go after the fundamental news, right? You cannot get worried on the news. I mean, you cannot even look at the news and get worried because you're a technical analyst, and your full focus has to be on the technical chart and not the fundamental news. If you're a fundamental analyst, you should not even bother looking at this video even, because this is not for you. So you should look at the fundamental news, and based on which you should decide on your investment opportunity. If you're liking my videos, if you're liking my approach, please do consider subscribing to my channel. It will help me a lot, and I have a lot of videos on different industry, different stocks, and I'm also heavily focused on sharing my mindset, like in terms of trading psychology. I'm currently sharing Mark Douglas's trading psychology and my perspective on my understanding on from his two books, The Disciplined Trader and The Trading in the Zone. So I believe this is very important to have a different mindset when you're dealing with the stock market, and because it possesses uncertainty at every step of the journey. So again, please do consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.